Hello everyone, welcome to Invest Wisdom. In this video, we're going to talk about how to invest your first $1,000 in 2022 Beginner's Guide. If you are new to this channel, do like and subscribe to the channel. Who is history's most successful self-made businessman? They did not all come into wealth by accident, rather they worked hard for it. The worldwide billionaire age distribution in 2019 is 50, according to the report. Only 3% of millionaires in 2019 were between the ages of 50 and 70. Money is a problem. If you do not comprehend the rules, you will fail. Because they don't know how to invest, most people work their whole lives and end up destitute. They don't know how to invest. Assume you have $1,000 in the bank. Over 70% of Americans have less than $1,000 in their bank accounts. Instead of buying another useless item or pair of shoes that you will only use once and then trash, consider investing that money. What are your possibilities for $1,000 investment? Which is better, stocks or real estate? How do you go about investing? Do you have $1,000 to spare? These issues, as well as others, will be addressed. To have a better grasp of what investing is and how it works, consider the scenario below. You could go to a Ferrari shop and purchase a luxury automobile to show off your success, or you could buy real estate or home and rent it out if you work extremely hard and save $375,000. Every month, you'll have at least $2,500 in your bank account. You may sell it and recoup your original investment if you decide you no longer want to make $2,500 per month. The value of your investment may grow, allowing you to sell it for a bigger profit. That is how money generates revenue. $1,000, on the other hand, will not buy you real estate. Even if that isn't enough for a down payment, it doesn't mean you can't put it to good use elsewhere and expand it. So give it a thumbs up and let's get this party started. The first option is to invest in stocks. The stock price of Amazon has surged by more than 80% this year. Google stock has climbed by 30%. The value of Tesla's shares has risen by 721%. Yes, you heard it accurately. 721 points out of 1,000. Why put your money somewhere else when the stock market has the potential to double or triple it? The answer is risk. Bonds issued by the government are not harmful. It's a low-risk option. Certain businesses may collapse or announce poor results and the stock price will drop. If people don't like the product, bad news about it might cause the price to go down, which makes it risky to make more money. Apple is a well-established company with a lower failure rate than Tesla, but it also has fewer opportunities for growth. As a result, Tesla grew by 721% this year, while Apple grew by only 70%. You'll have to determine how much risk you can take before going nuts. If that's all you have left, risking it all isn't the ideal choice since you can lose the majority of it if anything goes wrong. Investing in an index may assist investors in reducing stock market risk. The most well-known index is the S&P 500, which tracks the top 500 corporations in the United States. Thus, an index fund would invest in the top 500 companies. There's little question that some of these initiatives will fail, while others will succeed. According to earlier research, the standard deviation of the rate of return for the S&P 500 in the 1920s was about 10%. This means that to invest in these index funds, you must own a small portion of the 500 biggest companies in the US. My three favorite index funds are VOO, a Vanguard Index Fund, QQQ, an Invesco Index Fund, and Fidelity Zero Total Market Index Fund. They're all great investors who focus on similar businesses. But how does one go about purchasing index fund stock? What do you do first? To begin with, you must choose a trustworthy broker to sell your stocks. You were constantly required to contact someone from your past and convince them to sell you stock in the company. Do you remember the wolf in the Wall Street story? He'd spent the whole day cold phoning individuals trying to convince them to invest in worthless opportunities. But thank God, we have arrived in the year 2022 when everything is a lot clearer and easier to understand. You may now purchase stocks using your smartphone thanks to the development of applications made available by a range of brokerage businesses, like Robinhood and Webull, among others. Simply sign up for an account after downloading and installing one of these applications, and you can begin investing right away. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Buying government bonds is the second alternative, and it is a risk-free investment. A government bond is an asset issued by the government and used to pay government spending. Assume the government wants to build a school but doesn't have the finances to do so. Instead, it issues an IOU, which is a piece of paper that declares that whoever has this asset pays the United States government this sum plus interest. This is clearly a simplified version, but it conveys the idea. Because interest rates are so low this year, government bond rates are less than 1%, yet, when interest rates were high 2 years ago, government bond rates reached 3%, which isn't bad given government bonds are the safest investments available. What are the chances that the US government will default on its loan? For example, the whole US economy may have to collapse in order for the US government to declare bankruptcy. As a consequence, US bonds are often considered to be one of the safest investments available. However, if you want a higher rate of return, such as 10%, 20%, or 30%, you will need to put in more money. Option 3 is to save the money and earn interest. But why would the bank pay you to keep your money in the bank? Isn't it more logical for them to bill you instead? No, the bank will take your money, lend it to you at a higher interest rate, and then split the profit with you. This is, in essence, how banks work. The only drawback to this method is that the deposit account's interest rate is so low that it isn't worth it. You're most likely to receive a rate of 0.8%. This implies that if you put $1,000 in a savings account today, you will get $8 more in a year. Given that the Fed aims for a 2 to 3% inflation rate, this is fairly low. If you don't get at least 2 to 3%, the actual value of your $1,000 will depreciate over time, which means you'll be able to purchase fewer things each year. But why are bank account interest rates so low? Interest rates are low this year as a result of the epidemic, and the Fed has been forced to lower them to encourage borrowing and spending. The Fed will raise interest rates to 1.25% or maybe 3% when we emerge from this crisis in 1 or 2 years, causing savings account interest rates to rise as well. This video has been designed as simply possible so that investors may get started right away. You want to invest but have a lot of questions, so you study until you're completely wary, then give up and try again a few months later. Thank you for watching. I hope you have learned something from this video. If you like this video, do give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. Thank you and goodbye.